I'm Chris Conley. I'm the district attorney here in Lauderdale County. As a prosecutor, I've seen many tragic situations over the years in the work that I do. One of those situations has stuck with me, and I want to tell you about it today. On December 21st, 2009, our office, like many, was getting ready for Christmas and kind of slowing down, and I happened to be in the dispatch office of the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department when a 911 call was transferred in. And that's how I learned of the death of Holly Newberry.
My first memories of Holly was when she was born, and the doctor was talking about telling my wife that she was going to be a pretty good sized baby and everything. And later on up in high school, Holly I reckon just decided she wanted to move out. And she did. Come to find out she had got pregnant with this guy. Pregnant with Caitlin. Things seemed to get worse. But she never would really say what was going on. I just never asked. And then they separated for a while, and they'd get back together and stuff. She seemed to be moving on with her life. He didn't want to let her go. She seemed to be moving on. She had bought her a new trailer and had it set up down behind my dad's house. She was really happy about that, being able to get her own place to live and a new house. And she was working every hour she could work.
We would watch movies and we would go to town and all that kind of stuff. She was really funny and she liked to smile.
She's just one of the best daughters you could have ever asked for. And she was a great mom to these girls. I don't know whether she just didn't really know where to turn or who to see about what was going on or how it got to where it was.
On December the 21st, Chris Rich, the father of those children, took a shotgun, pointed it at Holly's head, and pulled the trigger. He came to the courthouse with those children, we believe to deliver them to a relative who worked there. Due to the good work of law enforcement, he was captured in our courthouse parking lot, and we got those children to safety. We learned that Caitlin Newberry, who was then 6 years old, had seen exactly what her father had done to her mother. No child should have to see that, and he's now serving life without parole in our prison system. And we've done our job. We held him accountable for his actions. That case stuck with me. It stuck with me because of what we learned in researching the case. 12 days prior to that day, she had contacted authorities and said that he had threatened her with a shotgun. Unfortunately, nothing happened with that report, and there were multiple other prior reports of domestic violence in Holly's life. The system at that time didn't work for domestic violence victims. Victims were told to go to various different places in our court system and different agencies to get the relief that they needed. And often, with children in tow, they were unable to get the services that they needed, and they were left to stay in abusive relationships. We could not let that stand. In October of 2013, we began One Place of the Shoals. One Place of the Shoals is a coalition of agencies that service victims of child abuse, victims of sexual abuse, and victims of domestic violence. So we're in place now, working cooperatively with our law enforcement agencies and our social service agencies to provide this service to victims.